Alright, y'all. Hey, boos and boys. What's up? It's me, PJ, coming through again. And just bringing an update. A lot of people are wondering what the hell is happening with Richie and the rest of us, his buddies and friends and minions and whatnot, that help him shoot his videos, okay? We're not going to get that into the whole fucking beef with the particular fucking Agtow brothers in question, but let's just talk about why Richie joined and a little bit about Richie here. Why he became Agtow in the first place, okay? Now, Richie was going through a little bit of a dry spell after he got out of jail in 2016. He actually came out of jail with the prison glow when he had a little shorty, a little Irish girl from Brooklyn. And then he used to, after the prison glow ended, it just went cold. And he had these jobs. I can't hear anything because this girl goes shut the fuck up.
I said I was trying to get work.
Oh my god. So anyways, I absolutely can't take this fucking woman's big fucking mouth. Oh my god. So anyways, Richie joined Agtow to become because he knew things. First off, he started like getting mad. Sometime around like Valentine's Day of this year, 2019, he just got fed up. He fed up fighting his baby's mom, fed up working and coming home and being so tired he would pass out and just wake up again for work, and there was just no going out, no fun time. So then on Valentine's Day, he did this gig in Easton at Black and Blue, and there was an open mic, and there was tons of like millennials there, but every single one of them was like fruity as a Fruit Loop. So something just clicked in him that night, and he went home and he just .com like, everybody hates my dick, and why does everybody hate men, and why am I afraid to be white and shit like that? And this word Agtow just kept coming up. First he saw Karen Strawn, then Joe Rogan, then Ben Shapiro, then Dr. Peterson, and on, and it went down to Undead Chronic and Elite and all that jazz. So here he finds this community, and it's a bunch of men that are sticking together and supposedly trying to work their way everything out, and somehow this is all done, this whole communication. It's like a big AA meeting that's global, and it's, instead of talking in a meeting to each other across the room, we converse through this whole medium of YouTube, which is like stacked against us, as it's so obvious that they're racist towards us. God, I wish that bitch would shut up so I could go back and sit in my seat. So anyways, Richie knew all his life. Now, Richie's a guy who is, a lot of people like, hey, you can hate him or love him, all right? But the guy's freaking talented, and he doesn't know even what to do with the shit. Like, he's nobody, but he does all his talent. And all he wants to really do is put a roof over his head, eat for a day, and then entertain and help more people. He does all kinds of benefits, and he's doing one this weekend again. He just did the car wash the other week. He's putting together another Uganda gig for Captain Amon in Uganda for his hockey league. Now this week we're doing a fucking homeless thing. It never ends. Richie is ceaseless. He's like Jesus with the helping people. So, because he believes that that's one way to assert his dominance. Okay, it's a good, positive way. And speaking of dominance, that's something that ever since he was a child, aside from the talent and to be able to get an attention and just call everyone in a room and make them all listen, you know, he got a lot of girls for how ugly he fucking was, and you know, he was always just kind of the leader of his gang, and like the guy who organized the party and got the keg and got the girls all to come and put the music on and so on and so forth. And then all his friends just kind of hobbled along for the ride and was like, I know Richie, can I have sex with you? And you know, that was his gang a lot of the time. Or, you know, like it was a party at his fraternity, or when he had 10th and Turner, the legendary 10th and Turner during the Morning Glories years. So, alright, that bitch is gone. I can go back to my seat now. Oh, I still can hear her fucking voice. Ew, what is she wearing? Her pajamas to the bar? Ew. So anyways, charge her back in. Hello. I still hear her fucking mouth. Oh my god. So, Richie never knew he was Agtow and never knew he was alpha. Or what even, we've all heard the word alphas and beta men and males kicked around, but nobody really knows what the definition of it is. It's all these feminist terms: rape, love, being offended. How do you determine this stuff? How do you define it? So, anyway, the more that he studies the whole Agtow thing, and the more red pills he kept taking, and the more engrossed and immersed he got into this culture, the more and more he do or die MGTOW. And he put his life and his heart and his mind and his soul into it. And here, like everyone in MGTOW, he goes into it thinking, all right, there's a bunch of other men like me. There's a bunch of other alphas in here. Now, it's been February 15th or whatever, whenever the fuck Valentine's Day is, since he's been MGTOW, and like he's like yet to like see any other like alpha activity going on out there. And then everyone's so hyped up on being monks that they're forgetting about the alphas. Now, Richie learned during MGTOW that all this time he was told by his baby's mom and his doctors and his parents that he was an asshole and he was bipolar and he needed medication. And then it hit him. And all this time he thought they were right because he could never keep a relationship. And women would always leave him no matter how good they were to him. And it's over and over, and it's many, many, many girls. They come, they go, they stay for a couple months, and then they leave. And leave for some other dorks and shit. That's like the definition of, like, when you read the definition of an alpha, that's what women do. They fucking come and fuck you, and then they leave. And then they come back when they're done with their betas. So Richie has these like 52 different wives, these women that leave, and they used to be his girlfriends, but they left him for some other dude, made some babies, got sick of them, came back, want to ride the romance train, on, etc., etc. Richie's not giving up sex. And when he was celibate, it was kind of a voluntary thing, and it was more about being tired from work, not being able to score women. Like, he has no problem doing that at all. And it seems like a lot of other people that are calling themselves MGTOW and equating themselves, and Lord knows, criticizing his every fucking move that he makes. So many millions of MGTOWs that can't show their face, but can give their fucking 2 cents on everything they see, when somebody else is bold enough to put their faith on. So at this point, like, I don't know, Richie and myself, Text the Mexican Rex, Dr. MGTOW, Jimmy the Albanian was here today. What a fucking mess he is. So all of these people were working in junction to begin something different, okay? Because it's come over the last few weeks of this whole fight that he's been in. It's obvious that anyone can just call themselves MGTOW and slap the MGTOW sign on things and bolster their channel and improve their ratings. I don't know if there was like a MGTOW handbook that just didn't get mailed to Richie's address when he lived at the Y, but he never got the rule book or, the sign up sheet, or he never had to pass a test or anything. You can just call yourself MGTOW. Today's shirt says A-Town is love. And then on the back, it says Agtow, which is what we're going to talk about now. All right. Agtow. What does Agtow stand for? Can you guess? All right, so because anyone can call themselves MGTOW and are pretty much doing that, and because it seems like there's a lot of people who are like MGTOWs that like maybe squashed 2 to 5 women in their lives and are walking around talking about their alphas. There's men that have been in 1 or 2 fights in their life that they know of, and they're walking around calling themselves alphas or sigmas, which are somehow even better than alphas, apparently, or I don't know. There's like 1,800 now different Greek letters of men, and all I know is that the alphas are the ones who are like brought us here. Without, you can be any other Greek letter of the alphabet. It was us alphas that wiped out the saber-toothed tiger, got us through the 250,000 years of being modern humans, 2 million years of being proto-humans, etc., all through the fucking animal kingdom for the last millions and millions of years. It was alphas, that the hierarchical, blah, 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 everything Jordan Peterson talks about. So, all right, alphas. Alphas going their own way. Richie wanted to get into this community to politic with other alphas. Alphas, it's not that, everyone thinks that being an alpha is so great and you get all this pussy and everyone just loves you, and it's not. Everyone's trying to take you down. Everyone's fucking jealous as shit. Everyone's trying to say they're you and then they're alpha and like you and shit, and you're waiting for them to like do something, and it never happens other than being criticized and ripped apart. So what the whole deal is here is that Richie he's not anti-MGTOW, but men going their own way. There's incels that are men. There's betas that are men. There's every other Greek letter that are men. There's gay men. There's gay rights activists that are men. There's every kind of men. There's white knights. There's simps. You can name, just keep naming the terminology. There's all these other kinds of men that aren't alphas. Fine, I'll help them too, but I need to be in my own elite league. And Richie needs to be in his own elite league, and Jimmy needs to be in his own elite league, and all the other alphas out there who are fed up with this shit, join us, because we're starting our own elite league of men going their own way that are the alphas. Alphas going their own way. Do you understand? So, while Richie's a little disillusioned, we all are a little bit, because, like, you know, this terrible thing happened here, and no one rushed to get our back, and everyone rushed to bolster their own channel ratings and protect themselves or whatever, or is too afraid to say anything about it. But we're going to keep kicking the truth, no matter who likes it. We're going to keep going our own way. We don't follow, even if there is another community that we're part of, we're going to deviate here on this channel. Because it's about going your own way, not following someone else's. See? Sillies? I mean, I don't hate on monks. It's your own cup of tea, and there's a lot of things about you that I wish I possessed. A lot of skills, a lot of discipline that maybe you have that I don't. But if we all became alphas, in 2 or 3 generations, the human race would, or if we all became monks, the human race would die off. There would be no more babies. Don't worry, us alphas always got that one covered. So, alphas going their own way. If you haven't noticed, that's what he's putting on the taglines now. So, that's there. Anyway, this is PJ. I'm here at Ripper's. Ass out because, you know, we got kicked out of the ride. But we'll find somewhere to go. Looks like it's Lehigh again tonight. Can't wait. Peace. Agtow. Agtow. Bye.